What?
What?
What the hell is this?
Harumph. I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor harumph.
Harumph!
You watch your ass.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Let the show begin.
Hey everybody, this is David Heretic coming at you with another edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. And tonight, okay, making their debut on the channel tonight, we have The Letter Black. Yes, indeed, how about that? The Letter Black making their debut on the channel. Before we go any further, for those of you who are feeling inclined to doing all of the clicks and the likes and the bibbidi-bobbidi-bop, do me a favor before you do all that stuff, please watch the whole video first, okay? Give me a chance to actually earn those clicks and likes. Now, after the video's done, if you still feel like doing all those clicks and likes, then by all means, feel free to click away. This comes as a request from John C. And John C. wanted to see me react to this song by The Letter Black called Up From the Ashes. Now, have I heard the song before? No, I have not. To the best of my knowledge, this does not resonate with me in any way, shape, or form. However, there's always a possibility I may have heard the song in passing and I just don't realize it. So as always, if I start listening to the song and I suddenly go, wait a second, hang on, I recognize this song, I'll let you know.
That's the truth.
You know me, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. This was posted by The Letter Black, okay? And the video has 1.1 million views. It'll get you there. Other than that, there's really nothing else left to say. Link to the original video will be down below in the video description for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. Let's get started. What do you say? Are you ready? Are you ready? Because here we go. All right, here we go. The Letter Black, Up From the Ashes. Cool. All right, let's do this.
All right, boy, let's do this.
Look me in the eyes. It's time to read between the lines. Thought you would leave me here for dead, but I'm not done yet. I've got nothing left to lose. I've got everything to prove. After all you put me through, I'm ready to fight.
Nice. I like that riff. That's a nice riff. It's not a hard riff, but it's hard hitting though. I dig it. I dig the riff. I have no idea who she is, but I am almost positive I've heard her voice on the channel before. Now the problem is I've had a lot of female vocalists on the channel and I don't know who's who, but I'm very confident that I've heard her voice before. And I'm almost positive it was on the channel. I just have no idea who it is. But her vocals are very fitting for this song, man. This song, yeah, very, very fitting for this style. Sounds really good. I'm digging everything I'm hearing. The groove feels good. The feel is nice. I like the play with feel between the straight time and the double time. Really digging that. No, I got no problem with this. None whatsoever. Let's get back into it.
Time to to cut through all this dirt. It's time to bury all that hurt. God help me leave this all behind. I've gotta survive. I've got nothing left to lose. I've got everything to prove. After all you put me through.
Good harmonies.
I'm ready to fight. I'm ready.
Gang vocals, nice.
I won't give in. I'm not that easy. I'll live again and keep on breathing. I'll bleed my last regrets. 'Cause sometimes you've gotta burn the past, yeah, to rise up from the ashes.
Wait. Guitar solo. Back up. Back up. If we're gonna do a guitar solo, I'll have to pause in the middle of it. All good things happening. I seriously have no issue with this at all. The harmonies, well done. I like the mix with the harmony. I like the fact that the harmonic line is not equal to the lead melodic line in the vocals. I'm glad that the harmonic vocal is pushed back ever so slightly in the mix, keeping the lead vocalist clear as to what role she's doing. There is no guesswork involved as to, is the lead singer singing the lead line or is the lead singer singing the harmony? I can't really tell, because that happens a lot. A lot of times when bands are recording, they'll push the harmonic vocals to be on the exact same level as the lead vocals, and at that point things can get a little confusing as to who's doing what, who's singing what, and the blend isn't always appropriate. This was very appropriate. This was very well done with the mixing, so gotta kind of, tip the cap to the engineer for making that decision and making that move. The gang vocal, it works. It definitely works. I don't want to say cheesy. I don't want to say that. I mean, because here's the thing. It does work. It is very appropriate. It's just you hear a lot of bands that do those gang vocal styles. And sometimes, not in this case, sometimes they can get a little cringy. You know the bands I'm talking about. You know the songs I'm talking about. But in this case, it does work. I think the reason it works is it's used very sparingly. Only utilized in the pre-chorus. I'm okay with that. That's fine. You don't hear it being used, throughout the entire verse. You don't hear it being used through the entire chorus. As a matter of fact, you don't hear it in the chorus at all or in the verse at all. It's only in the pre-chorus. I think that's why it's working. Nope, no issues with the song so far. We still got over a minute and a half to go. A lot can happen. So let's check out this guitar solo and let's see what it does.
'Cause sometimes you've gotta burn the past, yeah, to rise up from the ashes. 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 I'm ready to fight.
They should have done the riff one more time. They should have repeated. Oh, it's okay. It's all right. Yeah, there's not a lot to talk about. There really isn't. This is going to be a short review. Let me get my thoughts together. Let me just make sure I didn't forget anything. I'll see you in the review, and we'll talk about it. Well, there you go, folks. That was The Letter Black with Up From the Ashes. This was a request from John C. Yeah, there's not a lot to talk about. This is going to be a short review, I can guarantee you. Let's get started with that rating. Out of a possible 5 stars, I am going to give that 4 stars. Yep, 4 out of 5 stars. I feel good about that score. Let me tell you why.
Why?
Really nice tune, man. Nice tune. I got no complaints about this. Everything about the song felt good. Everything about the song made sense. Everything about the song sounded good. It was a really nice job overall. It really was. Drumming, solid. No issues with that whatsoever. I mean, that word solid is going to be used across the board. Guitar playing, the bass playing, as far as the instrumentation goes, everything sounded solid. Everything sounded really nice. I got no issue with anything I heard from the instrumentation. Vocally, I feel like I've heard her voice before on the channel. Now, maybe I'm wrong. It's very possible I'm wrong. She could just have one of those voices that just sounds familiar. You know, like I've heard other singers that sound exactly like her. That's very possible. But something tells me I've heard her on the channel before in another band, in another group. I don't know. But I mean, I really feel like I've heard that voice before. Anyway, whoever she is, she did a fine job with her vocal work. Got no issue with whatsoever. Her tone sounded really good. Pitch sounded really good. Projection and power were all there. There were times where she intentionally would get a little pinchy in her voice for effect. But you can tell when people do that because it's consistent and it sounds the exact same every single time. And you won't hear any breaking. So I never heard any breaking in her voice, and every single time that she would go up, it would pinch and it would sound the exact same. So clearly, she's doing it on purpose. It sounded really nice. I like the blend in the vocals between the main melodic line and the harmonic line. I like the fact that the harmonic line was pushed to the back in the mix a little bit. They weren't equal, because whenever they are equal like that, there comes opportunity and possibilities and chances that they could cross over. And now people are wondering, well, who's singing what? Now, for a lot of people, they honestly don't care, but I like to know. I like to know who's singing what. I like to know when the lead vocalist is singing the lead line and when the backing vocalist is singing the harmonic line. And I've heard bands that when it comes time to do those things, they will switch. They will absolutely switch. And the next thing you know, the lead vocalist singing the harmonic line while the backing vocalist singing the melodic line, the main melodic line. And I got no problem with bands doing that. For me personally, I like to know who to give credit to. So, but that was clearly a division there, and I liked it. The main riff that you heard in the intro, I dug that riff. I know it's not a hard riff. It's a pretty simple, easy riff, but man, that was fun. It fit really well with the song, and it sounded good. The play on feel, nice job with that. You know, going into the double time feel when they went into the chorus. The song structure, I hate to use the word predictable, but it kind of was. You know, you have your intro, you have your verse, you have your pre-chorus, chorus, verse 2, pre-chorus, chorus, guitar solo, pre-verse, pre-verse, not pre-verse, pre-verse, pre-chorus, pre-chorus, chorus, chorus, outro. You know, the only thing though I was actually kind of expecting them to do the outro and have that main riff done, and because they do it twice, I was expecting to do it 2 more times because I was like, that would make sense. They didn't do that. It kind of threw a little curveball at you. It's okay. It worked just fine. It sounded just fine. I was just expecting, them to do it 2 more times. But overall, very enjoyable. Definitely enjoyable. Definitely a song I would listen to again, without question. If you guys could do me a favor in the comments, let me know who that vocal is and where I've heard her before, if I've heard her before. Now, this may very well be her first time on the channel. and she just may have one of those voices that sounds like a bunch of other female vocalists. That's very possible. So if that's the case, let me know so I can put my mind at ease. But I'm really kind of trying to rack my brain right now going, where have I heard her before? So anyway, just let me know in the comments. I'd really appreciate it. But yeah, 4 out of 5 stars. I feel good about that score, and that is where we're going to stay. So 4 out of 5 stars, final score, I have spoken. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. Hope you all enjoyed the show. Hopefully I was able to entertain you. If I was able to put a smile on your face and brighten your day, I did my job, and I'm so glad I could do it. If you guys feel like joining the fan base, go ahead and click on that button down there. If you guys want to like the video, go ahead and like the video. If you guys want to ring the bell, go ahead and ring the bell. It honestly doesn't make any difference at all to me, but if you guys feel like doing these things, well then by all means, feel free to do so. Well, that's going to do it for the night, folks. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, this is David Heretic signing off, reminding you to stay fabulous and support each other. Later. Peace.